I recently picked up this Pro Tools tubing bender off of Facebook, and for my first project, I wanted to do something simple with something with minimal bends so I could get a feel for how the bender worked. Having that in mind, I decided to go with some rock sliders. These were super easy to make and only 2 bends on each one. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how I did that. So first off, I measured where I wanted the slider to go. I went about 1.5 inches before the fender and kind of same on the back fender. This gave me around 70 inches. I then cut my tubing for the back piece of the slider, and then on the next tube for the outer piece with the bends, I marked where I needed the bends to be. I'm using the white marker here as sort of a depth guide to see how far I need to put the tube in. You'll kind of see that in a second where it lines up with the die and the follower. It's not so important to get your first bend level. Mainly on the second bend is where you want it level, so your bend is on the same plane. Now I'm just tightening everything up, getting things ready to bend. And here you can see what I was talking about earlier with the white line that shows where I want it to be with the die and the follower. So here you can see the importance of getting it level on your second bend. If it wasn't, it would be one on the floor and one kind of pointing upwards. Here I'm using this tube notcher. I decided to go with 2 pieces of tubing mated to each other instead of a round tube mated to a square tube, just because I could choose the angle at which I wanted it on the frame a lot easier this way, and I think it looks a little more seamless. It was actually fairly quick to get to this point in the process. Doing the bends and notching doesn't really take too long. It's these little middle segments that are pretty time consuming. Having to get them cut out and measured and tube notched and all that just takes some time. Recently I got a new TIG torch and setup, so I wanted to test it out and kind of teach myself, and I figured this would be a good project, so that's why I'm here cleaning the tube. It's not necessary to do this if you're using MIG, but I just thought this would be a good opportunity to learn a new type of welding. TIG was pretty time consuming, having to teach myself and all, so I did one slider with TIG and one with MIG. I basically spent a whole entire day TIG welding this one slider as I was kind of learning and figuring things out. Around 4 hours I think I spent, compared to the one I did with MIG, only took about 30 minutes. And so the next step is to actually attach it to the frame, and I started by cutting about a 10-degree cut into the tube and measuring out how far it needed to be for the slider. This original measurement I'm showing here was not right because I thought the frame plates were 3/16 when they were actually a quarter. So I ended up having to make a few adjustments. But towards the end, on my last few, I was able to get them pretty nicely fit. You can basically just put the slider on jacks, position it how you want it, and measure from the slider to the frame in all three spots and see what type of angles and stuff you need to get it to sit perfectly. Again, I'm cleaning here, grinding down the frame plates that I'll be using, and I just wanted to keep practicing some TIG, so that's the reason why I was doing that. To get this front mount complete, I had to do 10 degrees sideways as well as down, which was a little bit challenging, but you have to do that since the frame goes inwards towards the front. For some reason, I didn't hook the MIG back up to do the tacking, and it just made it so complicated trying to tack things with the TIG, especially not being very good at it. I just kept messing things up. This thing fell like 3 times on me before I was able to get a good tack. I found the best way to hold them up is just using a magnet to the bottom of the frame and using something like a nut or a piece of scrap metal to hold it up. So this was the second slider that I had welded to the frame. So I already had an idea of placement and angles and stuff. So the other one was roughly 24 degrees, so that's exactly what I did on this side. Same placement and everything. So after a lot of struggle trying to tack it with the TIG, I was able to get everything pulled out. So you just want to be pretty careful because, depending on how strong your tacks are, but you don't want to scratch your paint or anything. Just careful getting it out, and you can now fully weld the mounts. I used the hole saw to cut out a little piece for the plugs. You kind of had to grind it down a little bit since it was also 1.5 inches, but I couldn't really find anything else to fit, so that was the best option I had. I kind of had some higher expectations for these TIG welds, but I think they're all right for my first time, and I think they're strong enough to hold. So yeah, these things are pretty much done. They just need a fresh coat of paint and to be welded to the frame.